or global, affecting women from everywhere.
All right. Hello, everybody, and thank you for another PPCM chat. We have our heart sister, Miss Brigitte, here today with us, being able to tell her story and also the business that she also had come up with through this. So, thank y'all for tuning in. Miss Brigitte, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. First of all, thank you for having me on here. That's like amazing. I've been waiting for my turn. So basically my PPCM story is I already had a high risk pregnancy because I also have endometriosis and PCOS. And so like maybe halfway through my pregnancy, I started noticing that the swelling wasn't really going down, how they say to put your feet up and make sure you're not doing too much. And so like I would put my feet up for 2 hours and the swelling would go down. And as soon as I stood up, the swelling would come back instantly. So I'm getting fussed at, people thinking that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. And I'm like, no, I am. So then maybe he came early by 6 weeks. So I went in for a routine checkup, did my urine test they have me to do and all that. And then I get a phone call at the end of one of my work days. And the doctor says, okay, we need to see you at the hospital at 7 p.m. And so everybody was like, you're going to have your baby. And I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe not. I was just hungry, to be honest. Okay. I just wanted to eat. But when I got there, they're like, okay, we're going to prep you for a C-section, all this kind of stuff. And of course, I'm goofy. I knew it was serious, but I'm keeping everybody else laughing and stuff because that's just my nature. And after the cesarean, my blood pressure was up and it never went back down. Like they kept giving me medicines and all this stuff and it just would not go down. And so after I was finally discharged, because they finally got everything under control, and that was the start of me getting like 8 different medications. And I was at home maybe like 3 weeks after I made it home with him. And I woke up that morning and it just felt like a weight on my chest. And I was trying to like breathe. I'm gasping for air. And I go to tell my mom and I'm just like, I can barely say I can't breathe. It was more or less like, I can't breathe. And so my aunt came and took me to the hospital while my mom stayed with my son. And that's when they told me that, like, okay, you have heart failure and your heart function is like 10 to 20%. And so basically they said that because my mom was like, maybe you need to just lay down. But they were like, if you would have laid down and took a nap, that probably would have been the last time that you laid down and took a nap because my lungs were so full of fluid. And they were amazed that I even made it to the hospital. So they gave me, of course, the Lasix, the water pills to get everything off. And they came in and did some other tests and stuff. And one of the things I always forget, I still don't know whether it was related to the PPCM, but at one point in the hospital, I lost my sight on one side. Like, if looking straight, I could see from this half, but then on this half, I couldn't see nothing. It was totally blacked out. And they took me down to do an MRI. Everything seemed normal. And they thought it was my blood pressure, but they had gotten that under control. And then maybe like an hour or so later, it returned to normal. So we still don't know what happened with that, whether it was heart related or blood pressure related, whatever. So that was also very scary because I thought that I was going to go blind. And then they put me on, I got the Entresto and my heart meds, my furosemide, which is basically the Lasix and all that. And going home, everything seemed okay. I got my cardiologist and stuff. But then I went through like 3 cardiologists since then, because the flip side of being diagnosed with heart failure, being young and a female and Black, there was a lot of, we're going to tell you what to do about your body. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work for me. Like, I know my body better than anybody. And so there was a lot of back and forth, pull and tug. And actually right now I am fighting the insurance company to get an echo done. They feel like it's not necessary for me to get an echo because they already approved one earlier this year, 1 out of 12 months. They are like, oh, well, you're not having chest pains or anything like that. And I'm like, well, I have a son. Insurance is supposed to be preventive. So why should I be passed out in front of my son, traumatizing him, in order for you guys to approve of me to do an echo?
Wow.
Like, it's just on top of the PTSD that you deal with, of knowing that you can drop out at any second, then you're fighting the doctors, then you're fighting the insurance. And it's like, what do you do?
Exactly.
So I can honestly say that thank you to you for having your foundation and stuff that you've created. And I'm so happy to have been there when it started and being a part of it now. And then the groups on Facebook with other moms have been extremely helpful, because the first year, I don't know if anybody else has mentioned this, but the first year is just so traumatic.
It is.
You're trying to get medicines. They're saying you're supposed to get a pacemaker, or some women having to wear the vests and all that kind of stuff. Like, you just really do not know what's going to happen. So I am really, really grateful to you and a lot of other people and the doctors that did actually listen.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, I even taught my OBGYN. Yeah, I taught my OBGYN because he was like, he's heard of it, but he didn't really know anything about it until I came along. Right. So now that helped him to learn more and be able to help other moms. So indirectly, I'm still trying to help other people and stuff like that. And directly, like I tell people all the time, if you're pregnant, your swelling is not going down, your blood pressure is up, you just feel like something is not right and it's not just pregnancy symptoms, please go and get your heart checked. Please do, because I never thought it was a thing. And now that I know, I pray that other moms will catch it in time just as well. You know, I don't want anyone to be traumatized by this. Like, it's crazy.
Yes, it is. And you know, it just takes a lot out of us, just mentally. I feel like mentally, emotionally, and physically, you know, this illness, and then on top of not being aware, and on top of being in a family or being around other people who don't really understand the importance of the condition or the seriousness of the condition, you know. I feel like we are doing a darn good job, you know. I mean, just surviving, you know. You have started a business. Can you please tell us what you do as a heart patient?
My business, I still don't even understand how I'm doing all of this, okay? Because I'm tired.
Okay, we do be tired, but
you gotta keep going. My thing is, I need my son to be secure, okay?
Exactly, okay. So, they only need one mom.
Yes, the business side of things, I started Dieta Creations, which Dieta is actually the name of my late grandmother on my dad's side. And basically, I created the business because, number one, when I was pregnant with my son and a little bit before I got pregnant with him, my skin changed. People tell you that, but they don't tell you how badly it can change when you get older. And it became highly sensitive to where, like, I couldn't even use Dove soap. So I was just like, okay, well, let me figure out some kind of way to make something because I'm a DIY girl. So that turned into, I found these great products and let me go ahead and try my hand at making soap. So now soap has been added in there. And right now, all the products that I have is soaps, body scrubs, my body frosting, which I actually do have here. So this stays with me. Even though I make the products, when I run out, I still cry. Like, I'm like, hold on, wait, I need to get home and make me some more because I can't be out here ashy in these streets.
I know that's right, y'all. And then she made me these soaps, y'all, these cute little rose petal soaps. I love it. Smell so
And
good.
I actually,
The whole family loves them.
some people don't know, but I actually have a big account, Miss Shay with Rose Glow Aesthetics. I actually made all of her skincare products. So she has the charcoal face soap, and she has a face serum and toner, all of that stuff. So if you're looking for someone to help you make your products and stuff and not have to pay the big wig prices, just let me know. So yeah, it's a hard thing, but it's very rewarding because to get the notifications from people of, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like even with you, of like my family is like taking my soaps and stuff. I'm just letting everybody know, if you get soaps, expect soap wars. Okay.
No, that's right. Well, you are doing an amazing job. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all my hardworking heart sisters, you know, because it do take a lot, and people don't understand the backgrounds of things on how we even get, you know, started and how we're able to actually guide ourselves through and continue to get through. So I thank you for doing that. And yes, yeah, I'm happy.
You're so welcome.
Try some soaps, some buttercream, something.
Yeah. And the website is dieta.biz, DETTA.biz. And we will be having a Thanksgiving sale, Black Friday weekend up until Cyber Monday for 21% off. So look forward to that. And I will be having soap sets and everything that I'm putting together right now. So better get there fast, because last time I did a 1-day sale and everything sold out. So
all right, look, okay, make sure I get my eyes up in there.
Yes. It'll start at midnight if you need to set your clock.
Wow. Well, thank you so much again for coming over here and sharing your story with us, and you know, just being able to be that advocate that other women need, you know, because obviously this type of job and work is not for everybody. It's not easy to get up there and talk about the things that you went through. So I really appreciate you doing that and coming on here sharing with us.
You're so welcome.
Yes, and we're gonna end here, y'all. So make sure y'all visit her website, get the sales and everything. I mean, everybody needs some body baths and stuff. You know?
Yes, especially if you have sensitive skin.
Stuff in there.
Yes.
All right, let me sign out of here. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time. All right.